Hi Aquarius, this is Crystal with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do your next 30-day reading. These readings are timeless. For those of you that are stopping by again, welcome, welcome. Repeat offenders, you are noted. I appreciate that. And for those of you that are brand new to my channel, welcome as well. I hope that you get whatever it is that you need, whether it's amusement or some helpful information. And with that, here we go. Aquarius, this card actually came out for you. I was trying to pull from the bottom of the deck, but when I was shuffling, that card actually just jumped out. So that is going to be the most important thing in your reading today. This is about commitment. We're going to see how this plays out. I want you to notice how this finger is just kind of pointing and not really receiving. So this star is actually like a wand, and it's being gifted, I feel, from above. And so I feel like whatever is important to you right now has to do with commitment, whether it is relationship or situationship or partnership, job, anything like that. We're going to find out, okay? So for my beautiful Aquarian friends, what's going on? Why is commitment here? Why is commitment here for my Aquarius friends? Show me now. Wide open. And I heard, of course, wide open spaces. I can't sing to save my life, so please don't sue me. But it looks to me like you're trying to gain a higher perspective, okay? I feel like right here you're looking at, when is my wish going to manifest? When is it going to come through? Is it all in vain? I'm having a hard time speaking. It could be that you're even having a difficulty articulating what exactly it is that you want or that you would like, or how, so my glasses are in the way, how things you expect them to manifest. And I feel like that's going to be a really big thing in your reading. It's like how you expect the gift to come, or this commitment, or whatever this thing is. I feel like, you know, it's the same vibe of the star, like wishing upon a star. Oh, it's too far and unattainable. I keep the secret locked away in my heart. When I look at that star, I kind of feel nostalgic and I want that commitment. Maybe most of you guys are single. I can totally relate to that. But maybe you're looking at things and you have like a secret desire that you're not sharing with everybody else, because the stars, I don't know, I get not secrecy exactly, but private, just private, okay? And now here, yeah, okay, so I'm getting a lot of the Sacral Chakra, the orange and the yellow. And so the orange tells me that this has to do with your sensuality, sexuality. It has to do with maybe a desire for a partner, to feel like you are in a place that's like juicy and goosey. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Having those feelings once again. So maybe it's been a while since you've been in a commitment, but I don't feel like, I mean, anybody can go out and have encounters with strangers, and I don't think that that is your thing, because this star is special, okay? But the difference is, be open to receiving. I feel like this person has, you know, it's almost like, okay, I'm receiving, but how much can I put in this hand unless I open it fully? And so it's going to be really important. It's almost like, this is what I want. Maybe you're focused on a particular person or a particular way that this should manifest. And again, it could be a job, any kind of commitment. We're going to see what this leads to, okay? But you are, I feel, coming from a place of like, you've been hemmed in, and it's almost like, not a mudslide, but you're standing on top of rock, and it almost feels like you're on top of the world, just looking at the stars and wondering if there's anything out there. For some of you guys, you could be wondering and listening to like conspiracy theories. For others of you, you guys are looking at the stars and saying, well, what else is out there? This world has gone to HE double hockey sticks. Yeah, I'm that old. And look at all of this. This is like super nebulous. So I'm coming out of a place of like mental fatigue, mental exhaustion, and the not knowing. It's like a deep fog, okay? And so I feel like there is a measure of like, maybe go outside and you sit and you look at the stars and you meditate, whether intentionally or not, but it takes you different places. Now, I'm being led to just show you that this meditation, actually going outside, especially at night, right now is going to really help you to connect with spirit, be one, get your mental clarity, okay? Because you're kind of surrounded by a lot of fog, a lot of unknown, and this butterfly is coming towards you, bringing gifts and bringing wisdom. And so this lady is wearing green dress. I feel like that is a lot of healing, heart chakra, that your heart can actually open wide once again for commitment. Whether this is a commitment with a current partner or a recommitment, whatever the case may be, or a new person, that you actually have everything that it takes to open up once again to love. And, oh, hello. My eye is twitching. So this literally fell in the trash can. I feel like some of you guys are like, okay, that again, that's trash, you know? And so be it. But look, she's got the clock here, and then a fan, and then the great moon behind her. By the way, this is a timeless reading, but the time that I'm shooting this video, you guys have been feeling a lot of connection with the moon, a lot of emotions, a lot of round and round, because look at this energy and all the sparkles. And there's a clock on her chest, and it's almost like, well, how much longer do I wait? This message is trash because I haven't seen anything manifest thus far. But I'm going to tell you that the clock is also in her hand, and so she has a lot of control over when this manifests, meaning you have a lot of control over when your partnership, marriage, situationship heals, or when you open yourself up to love once again. And so I feel like you're very regal here, very in control. Also, you've had a lot like transformation, but not pretty transformation. I think that you've gone through some hard times and come out through to the end of it. And so you're coming across as like, yeah, a magical shapeshifter, very regal, very empowered, very intuitive, but maybe a little bit jaded, a little bit kind of like, well, what the F, you know? I want to say that standing outside and just looking at the stars and just even taking 10 deep breaths and standing out there for 10 minutes will really help change your perspective and open you up to more downloads and intuition, because I feel like there's an air of regality in this. I feel old school in this, of a little bit like I've been there, done that, and maybe that is affecting your ability to receive love, receive offers, receive affection from your current partner or somebody who wants to be a partner, whatever the case may be. And this is no judgment. I'm totally there with you, okay? So, Aquarius, what else do we need to know about this reading for the next 30 days? Show me now. Goblins. So this is things that kind of go bump in the night, changes and fluctuations. These are worries. These are things that kind of bother you. These are things that, when the forest is like really overgrown, I don't feel like I want to set up a picnic here. It's like there have been so many changes and fluctuations and things that, like, you think you know what you see, but then the sun rises higher and then you see with clarity, like, what are all these figures? It could be a lot of like ghosts and goblins in your mind. Memories of what has transpired before that is actually blocking some new energies from coming through. I'm going to move this camera. Forgive the noise and the shake. And so I feel like with that, this is also telling me that that has to change. So it's going to be, there's going to be a need for you to really be open to receiving and say, you know what, that was then, this is now. I'm well aware of all the red flags, perhaps that I ignored before. I jumped in and didn't really take good stock, or I made poor decisions, or I allowed people into my life that just were no bueno, whatever the case may be. This person has a lot of green here. Excuse me. I'm kind of getting choked up. It's almost like you don't even like know what to say or to speak or to articulate. You could have a problem with like really expressing your thoughts, okay? And so unless we let go of the goblins, it's going to create a lot of change in you as well, is letting go and changing in that manner and saying, well, you know, I've learned and I'm so wise right now from my experiences. There were no bad choices. They're just learning options. Let's call it that. If that's the case, I've had a lot of learning options in my life too. No judgment there. So I'm just going to say that some things have to change in order for you to get this peace and to continue, because in the end you are in control and you do have that moth energy. So, you know, butterflies typically And we think of them during the day, and they're beautiful, and they're flying, and they have all these colors and patterns, and we stand in awe. Almost nobody doesn't like a butterfly. And yet the moth is definitely not looked at the same way. I certainly have had my opinions. Never knew I had a feeling about moths. But, you know, moths come out at night. They're always crashing into your light bulbs or lights outside, and they seem a lot less desirable. I mean, if that was a butterfly, you'd probably welcome it into the house. But there's an element of change with this, that you've kind of been through it. Now, don't allow the things that have like really kind of ruined the sense of commitment for you to continue to ruin it. It is within your power to kind of change. Okay, I looked at the bottom of the deck. I've got the Emperor. This could stand for current events. This could stand for actually the government. And this can stand for this is how things are done. My way or the highway. There's no other way. This person thinks that they know everything about how to protect the little boy, and yet all these zombies are behind them with their hands that can potentially, you know, harm that child. And so this person's like, you know what, I'm the one equipped, I'm defensive, I am capable and agile, but by the same token, they won't listen to anything, like saying, hey, there's some hands behind you, like you might want to turn around, chop those off before you face forward again, or whatever the case may be. So my way or the highway energy, and this could have been something that makes you feel stable. So maybe you're the one who is my way or the highway. It's got to be this way. I won't open my hand fully until I know they're going to commit to me, until I know they're not playing with anyone else, or until my husband or wife communicates in this way, or for some of you I heard like puts out, gives me sex, whatever the case may be. So you have an idea of how things should look, okay? But I'm here to tell you that the Wheel of Fortune is changing for you. I got to put my glasses on because, you know, presbyopia. And so Wheel of Fortune here denotes, of course, I love this freaking card, you guys. Spinning of the wheel. And somebody is literally throwing daggers at her. And in this case, they're missing. So I feel like even when this wheel spins, there's a little bit of hypnosis involved with that. So you could be hypnotized into thinking that it's my way or the highway, and I'm only going to open up when the gifts look exactly how I want them. Otherwise, if that, there's that element to it, okay? But I want to tell you that the wheel is changing for you. Look at the stars and the moon right here and the curtain. So you have your stability. Don't be hypnotized by old tales and stories. Know that everything has... I'm going to actually keep this. Everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end. I'm so sorry I dropped you. How rude. It's kind of funny. It'd be kind of fitting, which is why I want to kind of keep it. I don't think I'll edit that out, but anyways, I might. So everything could feel like it's going topsy-turvy, and you're like being hypnotized by a narrative, a scenario, an idea, a notion. If you don't stare right at the center and just allow things to flow, and not be caught one way or another, like in dogma, and like this is how it has to be, or this is what it looks like, but allow the stars and the moon to reveal to you gently what's behind the curtain, how things take a turn for the better. You will have new beginnings. This is the number 10 vibration of a 1, new beginnings. But when I add these two together, Aquarius, what do I have? I have the number 5. And what is the number 5? It's the goblins once again. So everything does tie in together. Okay. My camera has never fallen in any of my readings. That is just crazy. You're welcome. All right. So for my Aquarian friends, what else do we have on the table for you for the next 30 days as far as commitments go? Commitment, show me now. 6 of Cups. What are you returning to? An old lover, an old friend, an old situation, somebody that you love and care for, when the situation perhaps is dead or is long gone, wanting to return to that, feeling nostalgic, feeling nostalgia. some of you guys could be saying, I don't want this unless it looks like what my parents had, or it looks like my relationship I had with so-and-so, or I don't want this job unless it looks like my old job. So there could be an element of that. Ooh, so I just flipped this over and it's a card of death. So that is part of what needs to change, is that narrative of the Six of Cups. Enjoy it. I mean, we have the pink. That's a nod to nostalgia as well. Sweet memories, beautiful memories. But this person has lost literally their hand. They've actually lost their life. There's no real like thriving in between. So this has ended, and I feel like you're caught between like thinking about the past or an old partnership and wanting something new. And this needs to kind of completely pass away in order for you to energetically project that you want something new, something totally different. As I see, half the person is dead, half is alive, and this person got caught red-handed, I feel. Like whatever they were thinking, I mean, I don't know, maybe that, I feel like an element of like pornography or entertaining things that weren't really healthy for the relationship. That's what I'm getting, even if you're currently partnered. And that says, nearly all cases result from bites. They can transmit the disease before they show symptoms of it. If the symptoms have begun to appear, all treatment is useless to save life. But the patient should be in a hospital where he can be restrained, let me see, because my eyeballs, during the stages of spasm and mania, and where his suffering can be lessened by means of narcotics. Interesting. If the person is bitten, the bite should immediately be reported to the health department as soon as possible. If the person cannot be confined and observed, the person bitten should be destroyed unless the circumstances of the bite were such as to remove all suspicion that they might not be infected. Okay. Anyways, so it's a difference between like life and death scenarios of old things. Definitely need to change. Maybe just you're jumping a little bit too much into fantasy about what was or what could be, like the fairy tale, and then you might be missing an opportunity that's right in front of you. Somebody who wants to actually give you that love and devotion, and even more than what you thought. I had the King of Hazards come before this Eight of Cups. So this person right here is somebody steady, somebody who is about commitment. This is your quintessential family man, family person. And of course, it's my zombie deck. Don't be scared, guys. But they're very traditional, okay? And so I feel like this person would be here to stay. They are actually, and actually they might get upset at you comparing your relationship or your friendship with a past relationship or friendship. But this person, they're not going anywhere. Obviously, they're not going anywhere, okay? But Eight of Cups is you deciding to walk away from something that you gave a lot of time, energy, and attention to. So this could be time, energy, attention, money, and she's looking away into this building right here with all the zombies coming after, and even this person's like the zombies crawling after her. And she's the F out of there, though. So with the red by her throat and the red bag, I feel like this is stating I'm choosing my my stability before anything else. And so you could be dodging storms or deciding, you know what, that was just really tumultuous, I don't want anything of it, anything more. So this is having to do with the past. Then I have the Six of Hazards, with the Six of Pentacles. This could be somebody breadcrumbing another person. And look at how this doctor is, okay, trying to entice the zombie to mow the yard or whatever. And so it could be like somebody baiting you and then giving attention, affection, or money to other people. They're just not really focused on you. This person is just controlling, trying to control an outcome. And you could be saying, to hell with that. I will not be with someone who breadcrumbs me, which gives affection to many different people and just tries to orchestrate scenarios where a lot of people are involved. Like, almost like clickbait or catfishing or whatever, okay? I think that you are done with that. Yep, look, that's caused a lot of heartache, heartbreak. It's caused you to maybe eat your heart out in a lot of ways. I feel like that time has ended. You may have actually suffered a lot, like 3 major betrayals or some pain, and that's why this commitment thing, you're like, well, do I want it? It doesn't look like what I really want. But the Chariot, it will come for you fast if you allow it, okay? You could be getting messages from the moon. I'm getting a lot of messages for actually so far all the signs. I've only done about 4 so far, and I'm going to say that this is going to help you to understand where and how to move. With the Chariot, you're headed to greener pasture, things that grow and thrive. You're going to allow the dead just to be dead, okay? You're the F out of there. We're not messing with that anymore. With the moon, you're going to wait until you gain clarity, but I want to tell you to pay attention to your dreams. You can actually have a message in your dream that is life-changing. So if you can, keep a little journal with like bullet points next to your bed. I do that. It's a pain to wake up and jot down, but jot down like key points of your dream if you can, because that could be monumental. That is a lot of times how Spirit does communicate with us, that when we're not quite ready to just receive free downloads in the waking stage. So anyways, you could have a lot of messages about things that are over and done with, and something with the key that frees you. All right. And then the 4 of Cups, I'm feeling like you're having some boredom right now. You have something, but you're like, that's not exactly what I want. The zombie chick is just sitting here, presumably probably petting his hair, and he's like in hug heaven, but she really don't care. She looks bored, right? And then the King of Cups. So you have another king here coming. It could be male, female, but somebody that's in their emotions that can actually offer you love. They've been around the block, but this is mature love. So 2 people coming towards you, that's actually mature. One is really stable. They know what they want. They're the quintessential family man. The other person might be a little bit more emotional, might make you feel ooey gooey, but a little bit less stable, okay? Because they could be consumed by their own emotions, and depending on who you are and what you want, all right? So that is what I have for you. I didn't intend for this to be a love reading at all, but hey, if it fits, much love to you. Thank you so much, and namaste. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Bye.